Hello. Good morning. I'm Richard, and this is
Paul.
And welcome to
Sunday Chat.
Oh, Paul. Really? It's rather sedate this morning. What's the reason for that?
Oh, it's quite a quiet day, isn't it?
Quiet day. But people like you to say
Sunday Chat!
That's right. Oh, don't disappoint the people, or they might start switching off.
Well, most of you switched off already.
They may start unsubscribing.
Well, we've had 5, haven't we?
We have. Sadly, we lost 5 people. I have no idea why. I'm not sure what we did to offend you.
Most of you didn't do anything interesting, that's what it was.
Probably.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the subject of watching other people's channels.
That's it?
Yes, it does, quite neatly, because recently we haven't had an awful lot of time to watch other people's channels. Really, there aren't enough hours in the day to watch other people's stuff. So we do apologise if we haven't watched you recently.
You're apologising on my behalf as well.
Yes, of course.
Oh, right.
No, we're sorry if we haven't watched you recently and commented, but, you know, there's only so many hours in the day. And it's a busy time of year, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot going on.
It is.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
So sorry.
Well, I apologise.
Sincerely.
Really?
That's my sincere face.
I think the thing is you get round to watching the ones that you can get round to. And
To watching, that's right.
Same as us. I mean, we know that there are some channels that used to watch us and we used to watch them. Sort
That
of
maybe
early
don't
on,
watch us
that
now.
don't watch us now, and we don't watch some of them as well. Don't have as much time to watch them.
No, that's
But
right.
but you know, yeah, life gets in the way.
Life.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paul.
I didn't know
yesterday-
you discussed that.
Well, I think we should.
It's on the list.
Well, I have written it on the list.
Oh, I didn't know.
You didn't see.
No.
I added it
Right.
without consulting you.
Yes, and apologising on my behalf.
Well, I do like to speak for us as we are a couple. A gay couple.
Are we?
I know. It's
Smiley.
incredible.
Smiley.
And we're
gay.
coming to the end of Pride Month.
Are we?
Yes. It's almost the end of June.
I get very confused because Pride used to be...
Pride is June.
Wasn't it in July?
No, June.
Was it? Oh,
June.
I
Juin.
remember the first Pride Day, I was on a panel on a live broadcast on BBC Radio Guernsey, and it was quite an incredible broadcast. One of the politicians then, this who I won't mention, I did actually, just because of his views, I called him Hang Them High, such and such, his name.
And what high?
Hang gay people and what's it high. It was very sort of not forward in his thinking, but yeah, that was a long time ago. That
When
must
was
have
it,
been.
Paul? What year?
What was that? That must have been about... I came back over here in... God, when did I come over here?
I don't
96.
know. 96.
It must have been the early
It wasn't
90s.
96
Must have been the
when we
early
came
90s.
over here.
No,
It was
I
the
know.
80s.
It was the 80s. Then I went back to Guernsey, and it was at that time when I was back in Guernsey, working at St James Concert Hall in Guernsey. And then, yeah, one day I said to my mum, I'm going to London. Yeah.
So what was the interview about? Gay pride in Guernsey?
It was about
There wasn't a
because
gay
it was
pride in Guernsey
It was
until...
National AIDS Day. That's what everything aligned with then. National AIDS Day. It was the first National AIDS Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the viewers might have been wondering.
Well, no, I was wondering because I'd forgotten it.
Yes, I was wondering as well. About several things.
Oh dear.
So,
I just remembered something else as well about that. Oh dear. Yeah.
You're going to keep it to yourself then?
Yeah, that one I am.
Wasn't
yeah.
particularly funny.
I
then.
might ask Jenny to dig it out of the BBC archives, that interview.
That's Jenny Kendall
That line.
Tobias.
Jenny
from
Kendall Tobias.
BBC
Radio
Guernsey.
Guernsey. Yeah.
That's right.
Who was
So-
sort of my first real girlfriend.
Oh, Paul, don't stop.
Sorry, Jenny.
Did she know that? Or was it just a fantasy in your head?
She did. I used to pick her up in my red Jabrinda Ethel the Red. That was the name of my first car. It was a Daihatsu Charade, I think, which was quite apt actually. And yeah.
I had an Escort, a Ford Escort, Popular Plus Mark II, and its name was Roger.
Roger the Escort.
It was.
That's quite apt as well. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I can assure you I didn't do any rogering in that car. Actually, did I? Maybe I did.
I think
Anyway,
ours was just heavy petting, I think.
Do you mind?
I
Don't
should say
take
this.
it into...
Well, Jenny. obviously.
I'm going to
Yeah.
cut that.
No, don't cut it, no.
That's disgusting.
Oh dear. There we are.
Anyway, I'm feeling rather bouffant today.
You're looking rather
I
beautiful.
know, it's because of the humidity.
I think it's because you've taken 2 hours to get ready.
I didn't take 2 hours to
You did. I got up.
I've never
he
heard
made the tea.
anything so ridiculous
I've been
in
down
all
to
my
the
life.
plot. I've watered both plots.
Yes, and what did I do
came
whilst
back.
you were at the plot?
You
I
had a wipe
cleaned
around of the bathroom.
A wipe around the bathroom. Paul has never cleaned a bathroom in his life, ever. He doesn't know the toil involved in cleaning a bathroom. He's got no idea whatsoever. First of all, cleaning everything, then the wiping of the bits with another cloth and a separate cloth. And a
Wiping of your
sponge.
bits.
The bits, the bits that gather from the dust, you have to wipe those up because you can't always get them up with a sponge.
Can't you just blow them?
Separate sponge for the loo ladies. You
Why?
see, the
That's very sexist.
the men don't know these things.
I know how to clean the toilet.
No, you don't.
I do.
Never.
I do. I don't mind getting my hand up
You
the
don't
U-bend.
put your hand in there, Paul,
You
honestly.
You've got your marigolds on
don't.
and you do that. Yes, you do.
No, you don't, Paul. You've never removed limescale from taps.
No, I've not
No.
done that.
You've never got out a pair of scissors to scrape the limescale off.
No, I've never done that.
No, you haven't. And I did that today.
No.
There was a piece of limescale just begging to be scraped off.
Was it going, I'm a piece of limescale, I beg to be chipped off?
It was. Yeah. In my head.
Oh dear.
The lives we lead.
We need to pot on the spider plant. I need to pot on the spider plant.
It's your spider plant.
Well, you're going to do the macrame doodle, aren't you?
Shall we?
Thing. Oh yeah, list. Did I go off at a tangent?
No, Paul, you'd never do anything like that.
So it's Sunday, and it's relatively cool, but yesterday wasn't, was it?
No, but it wasn't a heat wave, Paul. A heat wave is
Well-
classified a certain number of days over a certain temperature. It was just a hot day. It's not a heat wave.
Well, was it a
It was a plume.
heat wink,
Plume.
maybe? Heat wink. It was there and gone
That's not
before
a
you
thing.
even know it. Well, it
It
could
was
be
a-
a thing. We could start it up. Heat wink.
Go
Did
ahead.
you enjoy your heat wink yesterday?
Go ahead, Paul, because it's not going to catch on.
I'm not sure I can wink with my right eye as well.
Don't. You look afflicted.
It was a hot day yesterday.
It was. It was a plume from France, which originated from Africa,
Yeah.
apparently.
So it was.
Rising.
What did our thing say? I think it said at one point it was
33.8.
33.4, 33.8. So it was definitely almost 34 degrees
As hot as Heathrow.
outside. But inside it was pretty cool.
It was over 10 degrees cooler.
When it was 34 degrees on our thing outside, it was saying that it was
You just said that.
22 inside. It was 12 degrees.
22? It didn't
Yeah.
get to 22?
Yeah, it did get to 22.
No, it didn't.
You were asleep.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh. I'd wilted in the heat. No, I hadn't really, because it was beautifully cool in the house. But it only stays like that if it's a sort of couple of days.
If
I
it's
mean,
a
the
heat
house-
twink. If it's a heat wave, the house does heat up.
Breezy today.
It was breezy last night when we went to bed.
It was, but it was still warm. It was about 26, 27 when we went to bed.
Mm.
But it cooled down during the night. Lovely.
Mm.
Smashing.
And the humidity's down as well.
Not according to my hair. It's just all poofed up like a poof.
So yeah, it's back to sort of warm weather rather than hot weather. I must admit, I'd much rather have this weather for the rest of the summer rather than hot weather the rest of the summer.
Yes.
I think the tomatoes yesterday and the squash really had a boost with that heat. That's one of the things I'm going to need to do this week is look at all of the tomatoes we've got growing, take off the side shoots, take off some of the lower leaves as well, and then twine them around their cord again. And we've also got some more of those alien tomatoes that I'm going to pot up because we've got another bit of land that we've been that we can use for the next 6 months.
What?
So I'm going to put those in
What?
on another plot. So
Have we?
I'm going to pop those in. Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah. Well,
You didn't tell me this.
need to know basis. Didn't need to know.
Enough. There's lots of things you don't need to know then. Like where I'm going tonight.
Where are you going tonight?
With Mario.
Oh right, yeah.
Not really.
While I'm cleaning the toilet.
He's fictitious. My fictitious lover. It's true. It's not true. It's fictitious. I don't fantasize, don't get me wrong. It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
I fantasize of houses and nice sort of places. Not big mansions or anything like that, but having a nice house there.
We've got a nice house.
And having another nice house here.
Some people are just never satisfied.
Oh, I am satisfied.
Are you?
I think actually I'm more satisfied this year than I have been in much of the rest of my life, actually.
Oh, good. Well, that's good to
Even
know.
though there were challenges with, mum and health and all of those things, so I think we're getting that sort of work-life balance better than we have.
Oh, definitely.
So far.
Definitely. Definitely. But it's taking me a while to get used to that. To having that extra time. And, using that time.
Yeah, because sometimes you just fall asleep, don't you?
No. You make out as though I'm falling asleep left, right and centre.
Narcolepsy.
I have the occasional afternoon nap.
For 4 hours.
Wasn't 4 hours.
It wasn't 4 hours yesterday,
3,
no.
4, 5, 6. It was 3 hours actually.
Was it 3
But I woke
hours?
up in between.
You did wake up in between.
And went, and turned over.
Yeah.
And then went back to sleep.
Because you said to me...
But there was nothing else to do. You couldn't go out in the heat yesterday.
Well, I went out and got lettuce and radish, didn't I?
Yeah, you didn't toil in the heat.
No, I couldn't have done that.
It was far too hot.
One of our subscribers on Planet Vegetaria did. It was just an opportunity that she had of her husband's not
crazy.
well, getting to...
Crazy.
She got a lift to the allotment and did a whole lot yesterday, but she had to do it because that was the opportunity that she had of getting to the allotment and back easily.
We have to be careful.
So
we
we
have
do.
to be careful in the heat.
But they did. They did as well. They looked after themselves and had hydration and all of that. So
You've got to be careful. I mean, especially when you get older. I mean, I wilt very, very quickly. I get headachy.
You get grumpy.
I just don't enjoy it, and I can't stand it when the sweat is running down your face. You can't see. I can see you. I may be partially blind in this eye, but I can see the peripheral on this side. Don't start trying to be clever.
What were you saying the other day?
What?
Hangry or something.
Hungry, oh yeah, if I need to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which takes us to Kew Palace.
Does it?
Yeah, because you got hangry at
I
Kew
did
Palace.
get a little bit hungry, actually. We need to eat now.
Yeah.
Well, that guy was giving that talk, and I was sort of like, Paul, this is our cue to leave now. And you asked a question.
I was fascinated. I didn't know Queen Charlotte had
God,
15
here we
children.
go, another 10 minutes.
I just didn't know Queen Charlotte had 15
There
children.
was a time to leave.
Yeah, and it was when we left because
No,
he
it was
he
before
finished.
then. It was before then.
He was very engaging though, wasn't
Was
he?
he? It's
Yeah,
all right.
he was very engaging. And they
It's
had
all right.
they had all the like mannequins of the 15 children
You've seen
that
the
they had.
photographs.
Well, they may not have seen the photograph.
Well, if you haven't, go and see the Hampton Court Royal Kitchen.
Yeah, you can put a
garden.
thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was. But what we did see is we saw the kitchen gardens, which were absolutely fantastic, and they're on the thing. And but what we didn't have the opportunity to see was the medicinal garden, did we? We just saw that out of the window, because you got hangry and needed to eat. So we left and found a sheltered spot sitting on some goose poo, and had our lunch.
We didn't sit on any goose poo at all. Next.
But it was really, what was really interesting is when we were in Kew Gardens, obviously there's an awful lot of greenery in Kew Gardens, and it was hot, but it was bearably hot, absolutely lovely and bearably hot. And then we went into, going back to the car park, got into the car park, of course lots of tarmac, concrete, all of that. Boy, did the heat hit you. So it just goes to show, we know that trees are important in cities and generally for keeping temperatures down, but it really hit us when we came out of Kew Gardens, because it's just the Brentford Gate has got their main car park, and it's a big car park, an expanse of tarmac. Boy, that heat just...
We just said that twice.
I thought it was 3 times I'd said it, but there we are. Right, yeah, yesterday I took the opportunity to go through seeds, because I've still got 3 beds, 3 2.4 by 1.2 metre beds that I need to fill.
Well, I think you should do them like the Kew
Well,
Palace Kitchen Garden, a mixture of things.
I think we're going to.
With lavenders
I think we're going to...
and herbs
I've
and
got,
calendulas.
I've got some rosemary plants that can go in. We've got calendula that we can transplant and put those in.
Did they work, the ones I did? The transplants?
Yeah, they're doing fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he transplanted them in the middle of
I did.
tomatoes. So
You might
they're
have seen
doing
that
fine.
video. If not, go and look at it.
And so we're going to do that. So definitely going to be doing beetroot. Going to be doing a mixed beetroot and a white beetroot. So mixed colours.
Yes, I
And a
like
white one.
those. I like those paler
Chioggia,
ones.
you like. Yeah.
Paler ones with the lovely bits
Yeah.
inside, like raspberry ripple.
Raspberry Ripple. They should be called Raspberry Ripple.
Well, that chioggia conductor is
Chioggia.
a bit difficult.
Chioggia. Chioggia,
Chioggia, isn't it?
Chioggia, Loggia, like at the Royal Albert Hall.
Logia.
Logias, are they? We used to, when we used to,
It's the logia.
I was just about to
Isn't it?
tangent onto something else, so I'll stop. But I'm doing beetroot. I'm going to be modular sowing them in the next couple of days. But what else should I be sowing now? Because all of our plants are in. We've got about 6 butternut squash yet, and they're going to go, I know exactly where they're going to go. One of the plot holders has got a Syrian cucumber.
A what?
A Syrian cucumber,
Why?
because it's a cucumber from Syria.
But what's it how different is it to,
I don't know, we'll
to
find
English
out.
cucumbers?
I think it might be...
A refugee.
Well, it is, because it's an endangered seed. So he's got 3 on his plot, and he's not going to grow more because he said they do
Is he
get quite
from
big.
Syria?
No,
Oh.
he's the one that did the. He's got an interesting video going up about when he was filming for the MOD and they were doing a tank demonstration for the MOD, and he was filming the tank, and the demonstration went a bit wrong, and the tank apparently went over his car and crushed his car.
Oh,
so he's going to be
lovely.
putting that up soon. So when he does put that up, we'll show that. And
is he?
you know,
Who is
Steve,
this person?
Steve at the Allotment.
Steve.
Yeah. Steve.
Hi, Steve.
So,
Does he watch us?
Well, yeah, he does watch occasionally.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I can't wait to see your car being crushed.
He's also got.
Was it a nice car?
I don't know.
Well, that would have been... If it was an old car, he was probably quite happy because he
Maybe.
claimed on the insurance.
Maybe I don't know.
Well, surely if his car was crushed by the MOD, you can claim on your insurance. I mean, they're not hardly going to say, oh, sorry, no.
I don't know. I'll have to
Oh, well,
ask
of
him. Maybe
course
the MOD
you
paid
can.
for it. There we are.
Well, maybe he got a nice new car from it.
Yeah, maybe.
How lovely. They can come and crush
So
ours
yeah,
any day.
3 beds to fill. So any ideas of what I should... I think there's some Medina or Mediana spinach or something that I'd be putting in. Because I've got those seeds. Most will be doing some more radish, some mooli. Our mooli has gone to seed, so going to do some more mooli.
That's a radish, isn't it? The mooli.
Yeah, but it's a long radish. So
you're going
yeah.
to do those ones that Clarice gave us on.
The black radish.
Ones.
Yeah, the black
They look
radish.
nice. Long and black.
I think...
What are they called?
They're called Noir d'hiver, isn't it? Winter black.
Winter black.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something
sounds
like
lovely.
that. So yeah, I've got 3 beds to fill basically. So thinking about that. Yeah, I might actually put some more beans in. We've still got
I think
some
you should.
rock and core.
Because the beans you can eat young.
Yeah.
As they
Yeah.
so you may as well just do a load. Harvest
Yeah.
them young, eat them, or freeze them.
Yeah. So I think we're
Why
going to do
not?
some...
Because we ran out of things like that this year.
Yeah,
didn't we?
we still got borlotti.
Yeah,
We've still
but
got borlotti.
green beans, I'm
Yeah, we
talking
ran out of
lovely
green, but
fresh green beans, which
you
I love.
You like the yellow flat beans.
I love any small,
Yeah.
f-
For a bean.
small, fresh,
Fresh flat
small,
bean.
fresh beans.
Fresh beans.
Any kind
Fresh
of green beans,
green,
but
green,
small,
lovely, small.
not left on the vine until they turn to wood.
No.
No, that's a mistake.
Yes.
Harvest your runners early.
We've got runners flowering and our gigantes have just about stopped
Harvest them
flowering
as
well.
soon as they've started to make a pod.
Well, no, because that
Just
would be
eat
too
them.
small.
Eat them now, all of them. Carry on.
I thought you were carrying on.
No, I'm just saying. I think
So
it's
I think-
good. Talking over me, Paul, honestly.
Have you finished? So I think we may put some more rock and core in, and I've also got some yellow Italian bush beans that
We've got some rock
will
and
go
core
in.
from Shaz, haven't we?
We've got rock and core from Shaz.
Didn't you do some of them
I
already?
did do. I put 20 in, and 5 have
Oh,
germinated.
dear. Well, do
So
some
those
more.
so I am going to put the rest of the ones that she's given us in.
Always more.
They're bush beans, so they should be a later harvest, obviously, because the climbing beans won't necessarily have time to actually get going. So bush beans.
But surely they'll produce something.
Well, no, if they don't have time to climb and grow, they won't produce, will they? Where a bush bean only has to grow to a bush. Oh, and some of Vivi's Coco de Pampol have started flowering as well.
Coco de Pampol. Coco de Pampol. Coco de Pampol.
And our tomatoes, some of our tomatoes are well flowering now.
Which
is
ones
great.
have come up then?
The ones that are green.
No, the ones, the types.
I can't remember which ones are flowering.
Well, they'll all be edible, apart
well,
from
they
those
will all
bitchy
be
litchies.
Yeah, and they're flowering as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're starting to flower. Oh, and our oxeye daisy, they are coming out.
Are they
are
edible?
going to look stunning. No.
No.
Well, actually, the petals would be edible, but we're not going to be eating them. So.
Strawberries. We've been having strawberries.
Yeah, more strawberries. This evening.
Delicious. Delicious. Sweet, naturally sweet. No need for cream or sugar.
Though you would like some cream. I've got some.
Well, unlike those ones you buy in the shops that look huge and juicy and plump, but then you bite into it and it doesn't taste of anything. Sour, normally. Whereas ours are small, juicy, plump and sweet.
Well, we do have some larger ones.
Just how I like them.
Quite large ones, which we got last year.
Are they juicy, plump and sweet too?
They are.
Good.
So we've got those.
Vitamin C.
Well, vitamin lots.
Vitamin C primarily, I think, isn't it? The main. What are you looking at? What's happened?
A man went down the road with a
Is it
wizard hat
Armageddon?
on.
A what?
A wizard hat on.
Oh, there's a wizard in the street. Lovely.
There were lots of children singing earlier as well.
Oh, God.
I think they must have been singing in, what's that one called? Where the playground is.
I don't know.
That park up there.
But the thing is, this is the thing about summer, isn't it? People automatically assume that everybody else wants to listen to what they're doing. So people open their windows, thinking that's going to make it cooler on a very hot day, and play their music full blast, assuming that we want to listen to it. That's not the case. Don't be so selfish. Shut your windows. Keep your house cooler. Turn your music down.
Rant and tip advice over?
Well, it's true. I mean, there were people yesterday with their windows open down the street. Oh, I'll open the windows because then it'll be nice and cool. No, you're just heating your house up. Keep your window... And the amount of windows with no curtains. No curtains or kind of covering at all.
We don't have a curtain at the side here.
Yes, but we don't really get the full sun. They get it over there in the morning. They had all their windows open. All the windows open.
All the windows are open.
Open the windows,
All of them.
Ron.
All of them are open.
It's summer. Let the sun in. No. And then they sit there fanning themselves, sweating, red, having cardiac arrests.
Nobody had a cardiac
Putting a strain
arrest.
on the NHS. Carry on.
There's a big snail up the
Don't let it come in.
the broom.
We had a doodah in the house the other day, a cockchafer.
Chafer?
Well, cockchafer.
I thought they were cockchafers.
Chafer.
Chafer.
That's chafer.
Chafer.
I don't know where they got the word cockchafer from,
Cockroach.
but the chafing of the cock,
Don't know.
well, I don't know. But it came in the house and they're gorgeous little things, aren't they? Big things, actually.
Well,
they make a lot of noise.
They normally come down, well, they do come down the chimney.
Because they mistake the chimneys for trees.
They do. So they come down the chimney and we
Bumbling
normally hear
around.
them in the fireplace. But this time they were in, we were watching something, suddenly there was this noise.
That's how it makes the noise.
And we thought it was something outside, and then about 10 minutes later it did it again, and we realised
We
it was
went
actually trapped behind
The
the
blinds.
blinds in our front room.
So we rescued it, poor little mite.
Well, I rescued it, yeah. With a glass and a piece of paper, and we opened the door and put it outside,
Let
and
it
it
go.
went, thank you, like that. And then I think it popped down the chimney again last night, because there was another
thud on the chimney. There's like we've put a piece of cardboard to
Not on the
stop-
chimney,
Well, in the opening above the fire,
above the hearth.
there's a piece of cardboard to stop, cold air in the winter. We've kind of left it there. We should really open it to let the warm air out, but that'll let the cockchafers in.
Well, they come in anyway.
I don't want any
So most of them
cockchafing
fell
in this
onto
house.
there and then
That was a joke
did
before we
that
just
and
talked across it.
What's it and cockchafing. Yeah.
Didn't land because you spoke. Not to worry. Carry on, Paul. Finish the list now. Finish.
What's
It's gone
it?
on for far too long now. Nobody will watch this length.
Watering other channels. Going through... Oh, shopping. I need to do shopping today. What are you doing today?
Well, you need to buy shower spray because you haven't made any.
I'll make some shower spray.
Have you got all the ingredients?
I'll get it from the chemist. Yeah.
Yes, you need to.
And a few bits and pieces we need. We've got somebody coming for supper this evening. I think we're going to have pasta.
Are we?
Yeah. I'm going to use that
You're going to
Cavolo
make
Nero.
a pesto.
Cavolo Nero.
Cavolo.
Well, I've already made the pesto. In fact, we should do a video on that because I've made the base of the pesto with Mizuna rather, and garlic and olive oil, and then going to add walnuts to it and Cavolo Nero. Cavolo Nero. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh,
Okay.
and who was the guy? Who was the chef? Was that Brian? Brian.
No, Reg.
Reg in Italy. Hello, Reg in Italy, who joined Richard for
He's
his
American.
live
You
chat.
don't have to put on an accent.
No, but he's in Italy, so he will understand the accent.
Just because you put on the accent on doesn't mean you speak Italian, no?
Well, that's I think that's New Jersey Italian. I don't think that's Italian.
You seem to think.
I certainly don't. When I've been in Italy, I
Summer
haven't-
food. Talking about summer food.
We weren't talking about some food.
We were.
Were we?
Pasta.
Oh yeah, we were.
Rocket, pesto.
Yeah.
We had a lovely dish the other night, and I think it's become my sort of little summer favourite.
What was that?
The lemon couscous.
Oh, the lemon couscous. Lemon
It's
whole
divine.
wheat couscous.
Whole wheat couscous, simply dressed with a little stock, vegetable stock, lemon juice, and lemon zest. Oh, goodness me, what an accompaniment.
Good.
Would be nice with a piece of fish.
Yeah, you said salmon.
I said it would be nice with a piece of salmon if I was going to eat salmon, which I very rarely do.
Yeah, so
But it would be nice, actually.
I think it would be nice.
nice as a base for, further things to be added, like broad beans. Well, now you know how it feels.
Grilled courgettes.
Courgettes, broad beans, any kind of beans, nuts, seeds, anything. But lemon, divine.
Good.
I enjoyed that, thank you, Paul.
Good.
And staying fresh in the heat. Use a damp cloth
For what?
to pat down the body. Or a spray.
Oh yeah, because that will cool you, right?
Yes, try it. It's divine. There we are.
Yeah. Do not, if you are really, really hot, do not take a really cold shower
No.
or jump into really
Cold
cold
water. This is the mistake people
Yeah.
make.
It
Causes
is
shock.
very, very dangerous.
Causes shock
Very
to the
dangerous.
body. I think we've covered it all now. Covered it all in gorgeousness.
That's great. Oh, I'm making bread. I'm making bread
Making
today.
bread. And what am I doing today, you said?
You're editing this.
Yes.
Yes. And then you'll be sitting watching other people's YouTube videos
Possibly.
and commenting on them.
Possibly.
Yes.
Possibly.
Yeah. I'm going to have a drink.
So, that's it for this week's Sunday chat.
Sunday chat!
And we'll see you all very, very soon for other programmes in the week.
Programs.
Our programmes.
Our programs.
Our programmes.
Our programmes.
Our programme. Our programmes. Our.
Who's the one on that portrait challenge thing? What's her name?
Dunno.
You know, she always says "our." You don't know whether she's when she says "our," she says "our," and when she says "our," she says "our." So you don't know whether she's talking about time or people sometimes.
Well, how
She's
interesting.
very well. What's her name? She's very yeah.
Oh, I can't remember her name.
She was the intelligent man's
Can't
crumpet
remember
or
her
something.
name.
Wasn't
She was famous in the 60s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're going now. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Paul, because I'm pressing the button.
Goodbye, Paul.
Don't be silly.
Well, that's what you said to say.
Honestly.
That's what you said to say.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you all very soon. Take care.
Oh, we've got a visit, haven't we? We got a special visit to somebody at the end of this week.
Yes, but it's top secret of national security. We can't tell anybody. Sorry. Sorry.
Well, we could do.
We're not going to, though.
Oh, right, okay.
No. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for subscribing.
I'm watching.
And watching.
Yeah.
Just being you.
And yeah, actually, if you've got to the end of the video,
Yeah.
you've got to the end of this,
You've made
just
it.
type the word bananas, because then we'll know you've got to the end of the video.
Yeah.
So if you don't type bananas, you might not have got to the end of the video.
No, and if you do type bananas, you're a real fan.
Yeah. A real fan. Kieran had fans, didn't he?
We're
He
going
posted
now.
Fans. He's got lots of
We're going
Japanese.
now. Thank you, everybody.
Lots of Japanese.
You can
fans
carry on
and things
talking,
like
Paul,
that.
because I'm going to fade you out.
Yeah, so we saw that. That was really interesting. So, and there was a really nice one that I really liked as well. It was pale blue, and it had little.